showtime. Hey everybody, it's the D-Rock 100 and welcome back to more of Pokemon Ultra Sun. Last time, we finally arrived to Pawnee Island and we did a little bit of some exploration. We met Captain Mina and we had our objectives to do after we got ourselves the Machamp Shove. Wait a sec, I think that's what it's called. Yep, Machamp Shove. This time, we're just gonna do something a little different. We're going to go into a few locations that requires such a thing. So you may be wondering, where are we at right now? We're outside of Lost Jungle. This is a location of interest that I want to go to. Because trust me when I say, you actually want to do this. Okay, yeah, I kind of saw that one coming. But I'm actually not going to put up any repels for the moment. But I still want to come to this location, and it is a location of interest. Okay. Now, I believe you want to come this way, I think? Yes! While holding down the B button on a boulder such as this, you move those into place, and they will stay there permanently. Thank you, my friend. You will be used soon enough, maybe in this episode. In here, we have 2 new Pokemon that we can find, and oh boy, have I been waiting to talk about these Pokemon for a long time. And that Pokemon is Larvesta! A bug fire type, and oh boy, it may start on pretty bad at first, but don't let its appearance fool you. It is meant to be a really great mixed sweeper when used correctly, and what really makes it shine through is the fact that, hey, Flame Body or Swarm are some of the best abilities that you can ask for any bug or pretty much any fire type on that matter. But what really makes it interesting is the fact that it'll eventually know some of the best fire type and bug type moves in the process. One of them in particular is Quiver Dance. This will raise the attack, special attack, and speed of the user when used. And it can be pretty good to use. The downside is that it is a 1% encounter rate in the Lush Jungle in the cave only. And even finding it will be quite the challenge. But if you think that isn't anything to gossip about, in SOS battles only, you will find its evolution of Volcarona. I think you might be seeing why I'm kind of exaggerating on this one. In fact, I'm actually exaggerating nothing when I say that this is probably the best bug and fire type Pokemon that you'll find in the game. This thing has something that's like close to that of a legendary. In fact, I'm actually disappointed this isn't even not a legendary Pokemon right off the bat. If you manage to find one, good luck catching it. I recommend you find it in SOS battles if you're that desperate. In fact, I would recommend that you catch it as a Volcarona, not as a Larvesta. The reason why I'm saying it like that is because it won't fully evolve until level 59. This is, to this day, the highest recommended level, actually required level, for a Pokemon to evolve into its final form in a single evolution. If If you manage to catch this Pokemon here and now, almost nothing can stand in your way for the duration of this journey. The keyword being almost. Some of its best moves are locked in either through breeding, tutoring, or high up in the levels, especially with its signature move of Fiery Dance, which it learns at level 100. At least I think it is in that generation, but you get what I mean. It is very good, and I definitely would recommend it. I think at this point, you probably know what I'm doing. I'm looking for a Larvesta. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna do something a little different. Okay, I think I know how I'm gonna do this. No, you're a Salandite. I hope I'm looking at this correctly. They are found here in this particular cave. And I don't want to be here for a long period of time trying to find one. And if I keep this up, I'm going to eventually run into a shiny one when I find one. In fact, it would be dope if I find a shiny Larvesta or even a shiny Volcarona in that. I guess I should probably make a quick correction on something. Volcarona will become a really good special sweeper. That's it. Special sweeper. And unfortunately, all these Golbats are not helping much. Which I might as well get that because that's kind of a weird. Hyper Potion. Okay, I'll take it. Maybe you're found up here? Just kind of changing courses a little bit. I also thought that was it for a moment. But like I said, these things are hard to find. Like 1% of the time that you'll find it out here. Let me make absolute sure on that. Just want to make absolute sure that I'm not botching up anything. Oops. Wrong thing. Come on, where is that? Yeah, that's it. They are found right here. And oddly, a Volcarona can be found as low as level 41. I guess there's an upside into that sort of thing, but I'm not really that keen on that. Yeah, I'll just cut ahead until I find one, because like I said, I don't want to waste too much time on this. Especially since in that it could literally be anywhere. Like, literally anywhere. Oh, I guess that there is kind of something that I kind of overlooked. There is actually one more Pokemon that we can find out here, and I guess while I'm looking for Larvesta, I'll go and quickly cover this Pokemon, because I actually just kind of skipped this one by complete accident. And I didn't know it could be found out here. Crobat is the evolution of Golbat. This is probably one of the fastest Pokemon that you'll find, and oh boy, if you're looking for a very fast poison type or even good fast flying type, Crobat's your guy. In fact, if you caught a Zubat from back at Melee, you probably may already have a Crobat at this point. It just takes some pretty harsh love. But if you can get by all that, you will have probably one of the best Pokemon that you can find. Especially since that it can learn moves and like cross poison. And, well, let's face it, anything you give this thing can be pretty good. The only real catch is that, like I said, it's locked through happiness and to evolve it from a Golbat to a Crobat. And some of its best moves can be unforgiving at this point if you just decided to go for Crobat. Dude, SOS battles I have with Crobat. But other than that, it's a very good Pokemon, very fast. Just be mindful that you have to maybe stock them on a couple of TMs on it if you plan on catching a Crobat here and now. And I'm back! Okay, it took me about 10 minutes, but I finally found one. Okay, so, I have a plan for this. But I need... So, okay. That's not gonna work. What I'm going to do is, I am going to go for an Adrenaline Orb right away. Raising its speed stat, but... Okay. I hope this doesn't knock it out. Oh, that's even better. Oh! Oh, actually, that's even better! Because that will cut my attack stat in half. Okay. Nothing yet. Okay. I think maybe one more bite should do it. Gotta be careful, though. Because if I get a critical hit on this... Oh. Well, I know what I'm doing now, because... No. Because since you have Takedown, that will do recoil damage on yourself, and I do not want that. Let's call for help. Who are you calling? Another Larvesta. Okay. Take out the one on the left. Okay. Alright. You got this. You got this. Okay, so there's also Absorb. Okay. There we go. So my ultimate hope for it is that I'm going to try to get myself a Volcarona. I know that they're going to appear pretty badly. Well, pretty low, specifically, but... I'm just going to try to stall this out for as long as I can. So Bug Bite's a great move. Quiver Dance is definitely going to be a great move as well. Another Larvesta. So far I've been finding him at pretty high levels, so that's pretty good. Uh-oh. Oh, that was a critical hit. Okay, cool. That's not cool. Richard's level 49. I got hit by the burn. Okay. Here we go. Too bad it doesn't get rid of the burn. It's not a full restore. Yeah, the problem is I don't know for sure for when it's gonna call out for more help, and I'm limited on so many burn heals as it is, and I know I probably got some full restore somewhere, but well, I got a full restore, just a full heal, that's it. Two of them, okay. Guess I could raise my stats while I do this. Okay. Wow, why is it not calling for any help? Because I know the Adrenaline Orb affects the Pokemon that has it. And it's still technically on the field, so what's the dealio? Maybe I should give it another Adrenaline Orb, and then we'll see afterwards. So it doesn't affect. Let's try. The only real thing that I can do is just try to stall for more time, so I'll be right back and then we'll see what we can do afterwards, alright? Be right back. Have I ever told you guys that I hate 1% encounter rates? So I was pretty much on like, it. I'm taking a challenge. Lord Vesta. From this day forth, you shall be given the name Sunny. Even though that you're a girl. Yeah, I was pretty much all like, screw it. I'm taking the challenge. Reach you? You will be missed, my boy. So, I was at this for a long time. And unfortunately, Lord Vesta is going to be trailing behind for a while, but that does not mean that I know how to handle the situation. I will definitely be doing some level up setup with our new friend for a little while. And finally... No, we're not saving. TM53 Energy Ball. So I guess now with that done... Let's move on to our next location. But first, let's see if Eevee is still here. I doubt that it is, but then again, it's been a while since I actually done something like this. Hello? Well, you're still here. It started eating the food we prepared. I think it's starting to trust me, too. Thanks to you. Now, if only we could play outside, like getting imitated by those Team Skull bullies. What should we do? Let's go play. Oh, good idea. Then Vulpix will be much more comfortable with you around. Let's go. Vulpix seems to like it and has him. Seems like it was having so much fun. His white fur got all muddy. Hey, Vulpix, did you have fun? You can play outside now, too. At this rate, it won't be much longer, Vulpix. You had a lot of fun today, so we should rest. There's more fun to be had tomorrow. That indeed. Alright. Let's see here. I guess our next destination is... Diglett's Cave. Or Diglett's Tunnel, excuse me. We're not in Kanto. We're in Alola. So, let's do it. I got these repels, and I'm using them. Let's go! The location where we need to go to, I believe it was... Not this way. We can find something. I think it was this way? Yes! Right here. Thank you, my friend. Now, what could be so special on this side, you may wonder? Well, Alola, way a dweller. Aha. And right here, TM61 Will-O-Wisp. Should be okay for now. Let's grab this. 85 totem tickets. Stickers. You use the Pokemon bursting with possibilities. Take it to different places, battle at different times, or even try some evolution stones on it. Okay, I don't really... Well, I guess I can kind of see her for why, but... Not exactly important at the moment. Let's see here. Mono Beach. Just want to make sure you're not missing anything. Over here, Brian? No? This is actually kind of embarrassing. I actually have to... Oh, never mind. Looking at the wrong one. So, whoops! Okay. But the one we do need to go to is the one here at the Sandy Cave. The right idea, just let's look at something else. We want to come in here because there is a pushable boulder around here. The question is... Aha! Here it is. TM24 Thunderbolt. Nice. If Raichu was still a part of the group, he would be using it proudly. Well, now that that's done, let us carry on our way. And I believe... Apparently... Oh, okay, that's something later on. So, I guess as of right now, we have pretty much accomplished all of what we needed. Which is kind of odd, because I would have sworn that we had more location to go through, but... Oh, maybe it's because that we were not at the particular site yet. Yes, yes. But... Lovely. So you defeated other trainers around here, have you? So you got the endurance and spirit. I've got plenty of endurance and spirit both. Each also has a focus sash. What do you say? You try taking them on? You got it. Alright. Time to give Lord Vesta, or I guess in this case, Sunny, some chances to shine at long last. 4 Pokemon. But tell me something. How do you expect to use a Focus Sash if I know how to properly counter that? Jarts is level 51. Another Oricorio. Maybe I won't risk it because I know that she's got a ghost type in there somewhere. I just don't know which one it is. It could be this one. No, it's not. Well, lucky for me, I know exactly on how to counter these. Wow. Neat. Alright. Another Oricorio. Sure, why not? It's not like I'm gonna be missing anything at this point. Okay. Just had to check something on my end, but no matter. We will give it the heavy slap. Thanks for the stamina boost. And you shall get stomped. Oh, come on. You had this one coming. Yeah, I kind of saw this last one coming, but fortunately, I know how to handle it. And they call me unprepared. How dare they? That's fighting spirit. I call it dumb luck sometimes. You and your team really do have a great deal of endurance and spirit. First, I'll give you this so that you can reach even higher levels of endurance and spirit. A Focus Sash! Don't worry, buddy. You definitely got a lot of things are happening. So, I got everything taken care of that I really wanted to do, but I guess... yeah, I guess it got time. So, I guess now, on to... yeah, I took care of these trainers off screen. Okay. So anyway, as I was saying... we now have a little bit more of this place to explore. Ooh, a Gastrodon. Interesting choice. I should give myself a shave in the morning. Another adrenaline arm. Wait a minute. I could have sworn I picked that up already. Oh, hi there, Furfru. What are you doing here? Oh, boy. Maybe I should have put up some more repels at that point, but... Okay, now you're just pissing me off, game. But then again, I got no one to blame but myself, so I guess it doesn't really matter. Anyhow... This part. And you have a little bit of a bone to pick with this place. It's not my least favorite, but I kind of find this annoying. I guess it doesn't really matter much, but... Oh, who am I kidding? There's a lot that needs to be said, but I'll just kind of break it down into this one sentence. This place is bland and stupid. And why would you have put it there? And I guess since we have a little bit of some time, I guess we could talk about the 7 new Pokemon that you can find out here. And quite frankly, if you're looking for any bulky Pokemon, now may be the time to catch one around this area. So, let's do it. First off, Lapras. A classic, and man, everybody likes it, and you know it as I do. It has some of the highest HP that you will find in many water types at this point. Plus, a water on the ice type, pretty good typing, and does a lot of good moves and well down the road. The big thing to really be careful with is that while it has such a great potential of being a great Pokemon that knows how to get the job done, it can be a little bit tricky to use. If you haven't already gotten a good water type, now may be a good time to get one. Plus, the best thing that I can say about it is that give this thing a nice beam, hit it with Surf, and maybe throw in a few other type of moves that can be effective against others in the process. Next up, Luminion. Same rules as apply with Finian, except this one has a little bit of some more elegancy to it. And by that, I mean its appearance. There's really not much that really needs to be said, but if you plan on using this, I definitely would recommend going for Swift Swim, but with no base stat over 91, or I guess then, if it's already been talked about already, 86, it's hard to use. I only recommend this if you're looking for a catch-em-all spree, but if you want to go for something a little bit more extra. But other than that, it's here if you want it, but I don't really exactly recommend this for any particular use, except for perhaps in maybe nothing. What is so worth your time is a Carvana and its evolution of Sharpedo. You probably already know about the whole SOS thing already. That's why I'm including them all at this point. Carvana and Sharpedo. Water dark types, great mixed attackers, and they're very quick. They were pretty bad from the original, well, I guess Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald in this case, but they got a whole lot better ever since Generation 4 because many of it's a dark type and water type moves that usually are counted as special, but thanks to the physical special split, that's no longer the case for many of its moves. Downside! And this is a big downside. This thing is frail. If you want to find any good Pokemon that knows how to get the job done and is known for being a Mixus sweeper, Torpedo is great, but be mindful that if it's a swing and a miss, it's very likely not going to get another shot. Just make sure that you time things out, know how to use it, and you use it well. Next up is a very interesting Pokemon that I actually have a bit of a soft spot for this particular generation. Relicanth. A water rock type, it's slow, but it has some really good abilities to boot. In fact, there is not one ability that this Pokemon has that I don't recommend. But if there's one that I would recommend the most, it's not Swift Swim, actually. I actually recommend Rockhead more as it is. Why? Well, it has such a great use for certain moves like Double Edge and even Hench Smash that it'll learn naturally. Although, while it is pretty good for dishing out those types of moves, especially for same type attack bonus, its defense status is what's really going to shine through. Especially since it's going to be underneath all that ugliness on its face. But, maybe you could get lucky with this thing. The only big thing that I really have to say to really be careful with is that it's not a part ground type. It's a water rock type. So it'll have more weaknesses, and yeah, I think you could probably see for why this is kind of hard to use. Next up, in ambushes and Ultra Moon only, Dragalge. This is a poison dragon type that, honestly, I keep forgetting how weird this Pokemon really is. It's mostly meant to be a special wall, and it's slow, but if you can get by all that, you have a pretty interesting Pokemon to go for. Just be mindful of the fact that it has a very awkward typing that many people don't fully remember, and the fact that it has a handful of weaknesses. You manage to get by all that, I think you might find some pretty good use out of this. But like I said, be mindful on how you use it, especially since this is a Pokemon that is known for being rather frail, especially since you're going to be using Pokemon that may be advantage over it. In fact, at this point, I probably don't exactly really recommend any more Dragon types, because the majority of the bosses that you'll be facing are actually advantage against dragons. Like I said earlier, Gabite. And finally, onto its counterpart in Ultra Sun, Klotzer. My only advice? Catch it. What really makes this thing shine through is the fact that, well, aside from, you couldn't tell by the size of that big claw on it, it's actually not meant to be a really good physically offensive Pokemon. It's actually a good specially offensive Pokemon. It really shines through thanks to its ability of Mega Launcher, which apparently in Generation 8, it becomes its signature ability. I'm not quite sure of why that is, but very likely due to the fact that, oh, I don't know, the fact that some of the other Pokemon that can have this don't exist. Yeah, that's kind of a sad existence if you ask me. But don't let this thing fool you. I actually have a bit of a soft spot for Klotzer. In fact, for someone who used a Klotzer on their team back in Generation 6, it really has paid through a lot to see how far some designs really have gone through, and kind of shows how far we've went. The only big thing to really be careful with is that being a specially offensive Pokemon is its own way of battling, but that's it for when everything else practically sucks at that point onward. So good luck using this, and even though I give it a lot of praise, it still has its weaknesses. I mostly did that just because that I was bored and wanted to stall for some more time. And Norvesta still hasn't gained a level? Jeepers! Racing this thing is gonna be a punk. This is the reason why I was hoping to try to find a Volcarona, but a 1% encounter rate with something like this? Yeah, I'm not exactly buying it at this point. Okay. But I guess with all that said and done, I really did want to progress onward, but unfortunately I'm kind of out of time for this one because I accomplished everything that I want to get to. But we'll definitely carry on with more of this later on. Don't worry, we have hope, both literally and figuratively. So next time, we enter the Ruins of Hope and see if we can get some answers in there, alright? See you guys then.